Welcome everyone to Ireland's only variety chat show coming straight from a dollhouse. And I'd like you all to please like, subscribe and ring that bell for us. Thanks. Nice crowd in tonight, and of course we're adhering to the COVID regulations, getting the old temperature checks. Kicking off the show tonight we have Joe Monaghan, aka Train Room from Mayo, talking all things music. Then we have the deep dive into the Mage Night board game, and we round things off with producer stories. Joe, great of you to join us here tonight. Tell me, what's your favourite comedy show?
I have 3 or 4 that are the go-tos. You know, I go back every year, watch them. I'd say, can I give you 3?
Of course.
My top 3, probably. I'd say The Office, the UK Office. Peep Show.
How are you doing? Are you feeling it yet?
It's good. Everything's gone sort of bubbly. It's like I'm trapped inside a giant arrow.
I'm Alan Partridge, the one where he was in the hotel.
You ever been to Ireland, Alan?
No, I'd love to go.
It amazes me when people say that and it's only 49 quid on a plane.
Yeah, I think that's what puts me off.
The Travel Cavern. That particular series. I'm only watching that recently again, and it's never ending, the comedy in it, you know?
You can't beat a good old laugh. Joe, what's your favourite retro soccer jersey?
I only took it out the last day and I tried it on. I should even bring it down for you. It's upstairs. I'll bring it down. Hang on a second.
All right, well, that wasn't in the script.
The people of Eternia shall see you kneeling to me.
I've lost a lot of my old jerseys from the late 80s, but this is the best Christmas present I ever got. My sister was working in Milan as an au pair in 1989, and for Christmas she came back and she got me this. She went to the San Siro, and it's the long sleeve, the Van Basten. The badge has come off it because you used to iron the badge onto them. But yeah, original Adidas long sleeve AC Milan 89-90 jersey.
Beautiful jersey, beautiful team, beautiful era to be alive. Now tell me, Aldi or Lidl, which one do you prefer and why?
I just had this discussion with my mother yesterday. Lidl.
Like the burger.
It's a hard one to call, but because of the fruit is better in Lidl, I think, fresher. They do lovely honey spelt bread. I'm a big fan of that here, so.
So Joe, if you had to live out your days as a squirrel or a badger, which one?
Probably a badger, because I sleep more.
Schnuff.
You a tea or a coffee man?
I started drinking coffee 10 years ago. Look at, I'd be more tea, put it that way. A good cup of tea is better than any cup of coffee.
Now, you've never drank a good cup of coffee then. Secret to a good cup of tea?
3 bags in a big teapot for 3 people. Let her brew for like a minute and a half and away you go.
Joe, as an artist, how did the pandemic affect you?
Before the pandemic, I was playing a lot of live gigs, and I was just getting into it and enjoying it. I think when you stop playing, you can go the other side and start recording. So that's what I did. I actually recorded an album in the lockdowns. But I booked a few gigs for August. Now, I'm so excited now. Just when I started doing that, so it actually took me to actually do the mechanics of playing again and then thinking of playing. And I look at it, it's been a weird time, and you know, there's so many facets to music. Like as I said there, you can record, listen, play, whatever, but I don't think there's anything like playing live. Yeah, really looking forward to that, more so than ever.
Tell us more about the new album.
So I'm releasing my debut album in August, so it's August the 20th, and I have an album launch gig on the 19th in the Grand Social in Dublin. Looking forward to that.
As the country begins to open itself back up for entertainment, it's more important than ever that we support our local artists. So follow the link there, pick up some tickets to go and support Joe and see Train Room in August in the Grand Social in Dublin. You can also check him out on Spotify. just search for Train Room. And Instagram as well, Train Room Music. Next up, board games. It's on the game.
On the game.
Let's get stuck into the Mage Knight. As with all these games, it's based in a land far, far away, different planet, different galaxy, different time, whatever you want it to be. Use your imagination. That's the whole point of these things. Let your imagination run wild. The kingdom is called Ethenimia. It's a mouthful, Ethenimia. And this kingdom has his goodies and his baddies, like in most things. The entire hopes of planet Ethenia is on the shoulders of this guy, Sir Bluus Bladus. Bluus Bladus was fighting the Dragools. The Dragools. And the Dragools mine Dragon Crystal. Dragon Crystal. Dragon Crystal. And this gives the Dragools the power to breed stronger dragons and make really tough metal that cannot be pierced by any blade. Okay? So the Dragools have teamed up with their leader, the main man, Magic Mike. Magic Mike is the leader of the Dragools, and he is known in some circles as the Mage Knight. He's the man to beat. Well, it really is a hard game because there's not one but two but three main character villains. This here is my particular favorite. She is a nasty piece of work. I would not like to meet her at night time. Helen Razor. So in the game, Bluus Bladus has his health pack here from 0 through to 7, okay? And he gets 4 cards to start off with, and he gets 5 of these tokens. These tokens denote his heritage, his lineage, and his soldiers. Dragool, he gets the full stash of dragon, we're going to call it dragon uranium, that will unlock the secrets to the universe and make a really strong metal that no one can break through, cut through, slice through, whatever you want. And because of this power, they have the red city, the green city, and the white city. The blue city, of course, that's where Bluus Blobus is from, the blue city. And during the gameplay, each character gets these tokens. They're dealt out on a go-by-go basis. There's a lot of battle involved, so we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dice. Battle acts using these boards here. So the first person rolls to get a 4 or 5. As we see there quickly, that one a 4 or 5 on the second one. Then the enemy rolls the other side, the dark side, of course. They roll, if he got a 4 and 5 there, he needs to get 3, 5, 4. Yeah, he gets 8 in this one. Oh, 8 in that one, so Drago wins again. So that's more uranium for him, and that's probably the end of the game for the Bluus Knight. So he goes there. All of the baddies end up taking over the kingdom, and the blue city topples. The Mage Knight cards go back into the pack. You shuffle them. Pull out a random card, and the random card, yeah, of course, it's the Teardrop of Death. So if you get the Teardrop of Death at any stage, that's it, you're done for, you're over. So that's it, folks. Don't be afraid of board games. They're very simple to get your head around. Dedicate the time, because a board game opens up your mind. It frees your imagination. Board games are ways of connecting with friends. They're a good form of communication, and they're a great way of testing your mental arithmetic. Thanks, folks.
On the game.
Oh, I remember once we went to a rave in a monastery. Oh, the sisters were so nice. They let us play there. We told them it was for charity, and they let us in, and they let us set up a big stack sound system up to sky. Oh, we played vinyl that night, that's for sure. I wouldn't have it any other way. Songs of freedom. We had to play some songs for the nuns, religious tunes and that. Well, that was all right, because one of my DJs was a scratch DJ. It was called Scratchy Mickey, and he had all sorts of religious things. I think he was Irish. And, oh, thumbs up. I'll be back next week to talk about all things vinyl.
You'll be lucky if you're back. Anyway, we're going to round off the show tonight with Joe Monaghan, Train Room, talking about the inspiration for one of his latest songs.
I actually started recording the album on St. Patrick's Day last year, and I think that was around the time of the first lockdown. Yeah, I've one song and it's called Hurricane of Love. It's probably one of my favorite songs. And I wrote it last March after a visit to Tesco in Claremorris. It was just such a weird atmosphere, and it was sort of like just the scene on the aisles where everybody was a bit like, you know, standoffish, and it was just so new to everybody. It was just a really, really surreal, strange experience. So I wrote a song, and it was about that feeling, which was just, you know, you think going to Tesco and everything is just a normal, you know, thing, day-to-day thing, but it was a really, really strange atmosphere and apocalyptic sort of feeling that people had. And, you know, the song, and there was people that were working away, and, you know, they had to work, and, you know, everybody was afraid even to work at that stage because nobody knew what was going on. And I think the song lyrics maybe be about the workers or people that had to, you know, grind through it, like, you know, while, you know, we were all had to be a bit careful.
I love hearing insights into the artistic process. Anyway, catch you later, folks.